What's happening, man? Once again, it's James Vergado of God Love a Genius. Let's get into this Rick Ross diss against that white boy. I mean Drake. Got your Dockers on with no underwear, bro. That dude Ross crazy, man. First of all, man, the instrumental, bro, it's such a science to diss records. You set the tone, man, with a lot of different ways, man, from the title of the song, from the artwork potentially, or if you just come out with the visual and where you shoot it at. But man, this beat sound like a funeral. Ross is a craftsman, man. He sold this up like a witch doctor, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he built this brick by brick, man, with the lines he did, man. Ross wasn't trying to come on here and make a radio hit. This is the essence of battling and with diss records. The record wasn't mixed too clean. It was still polished up, but it still had some dirt in it. You could tell like it wasn't all the way. It was just raw. And he got right into it, man. Like, he gave you the little rosé, little spicy fly talk with Marble Fools and all that type of stuff. But he got into it, man, and he surgically got on he got on Drake, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Like he had some lines in there, man. I really think the adult part about this, man, was the timing of it. Ross came 2 hours later after the Drake diss surfaced to let you know the competitive side of him, that he wasn't ducking no smoke. And also, that's just what we used to back in the day when it come to diss records. Like, you supposed to come in a certain pace, just to keep up with whatever's been said or whoever initiated the diss. That was dope. But it's just certain lines, man, out here, man. My boy was like, another white boy at the park want to hang with the crew. Get incentives for all the killers when we ride rentals. Ross is a lyricist, man, for real. And also, it was a lot of people talking about this online where they said that Wayne gave Drake the credibility, but Drake gave a lot of artists that did records with him, gave him hits. It was basically like an even exchange, because Drake said Ross got a lot of his chart hits from him or whatever. You must have been talking about like Aston Martin music, Stay Scheming. But Ross had hits before Drake. But I see what he's saying though. But him having that look with Ross made other people and gave him other opportunities, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact of his affiliation with a Wayne and a Rick Ross. So I understand that. But like, these two, man, they have made some great music together. And at one point, this was a collaboration album a lot of people wanted to see, and was looking at it like it could be a potential blockbuster full of hits, because when Drake and Ross on a record together, they are so in sync. Like, let's just think about, just off the top of my head, Lord Knows, Stay Scheming, Aston Martin music. Hey, what was that song the time where Drake name dropped Rihanna, man? That was a good one. Made Man, that's the name of it. Made Man got made niggas with me. A lot of bangers, man. That was just off the top of my head. It's probably some more I'm leaving out, but that's just off the top of my head. Like, them dudes got some great chemistry. So even at them going at it with each other, I knew this is like, to me, a Kobe and Shaq type of thing with them two. They both respect each other, and they both respect each other's penmanship. So they already know, like, I know whatever I say to this dude, you know what I'm saying, he gonna come back with something. And that's all that's happening. I really enjoyed Ross this song. I still like the Drake one more though. I like that beat a lot. I like the beat more than I like this one that Ross did. But they both hard. Like, they both dope. Who had the better diss though? Who got the better line? I still like what Drake said a little more, man. I don't know. It's just something about that delivery, man. How he dissed Ross, man. I like that. But Ross best lines to me was when he was doing the outro. He was just like going in on dude, talking about his nose, and he had surgery to have a nose, you know what I'm saying, smaller than his dad. Then he talked about how he be walking around with the Power Ranger uniform because he had surgery to have a six-pack. And Kanye alluded to that on the Breakfast Club of Drink Champs. Kanye already said, Drake had plastic surgery. We know now that's all true. But leaking records when they speaking directly, like it's just a lot of stuff, man. Ross was saying in there, man. It's Ross will creep up on you, man, if you really listen. But overall, he's just a funny guy. Ross is just talking and saying stuff. That's where he's at his best. He really a comedian. But I don't know, man. I don't know if Drake gonna deal with Ross again after this. This might be a one-time thing because he going against a lot of cats right now, and a lot of people gonna be dropping consecutive diss records trying to garner attention off of this. But whatever Kendrick dropped, that's gonna be what Drake got to deal with. That's the nuclear bomb that he's anticipating and preparing his defense for. I don't think him and Drake. I don't think they're gonna keep going back and forth. I think this probably like a one-time thing because Ross dissed Drake on another album a couple years ago, around the time him and Meek kind of had what they got going on. I forgot the name of the album and the song because it wasn't that memorable to me. But this definitely will be remembered and talked about. I feel like for years to come. Definitely don't consider it one of the greatest diss songs ever, but I definitely feel like it's a timestamp, and people gonna always talk about this outro the most because that was funny. And Ross really could have just did that. He could have just talked about dude on the beat. He didn't even have to go in because he probably spit 20 some bars maybe. I don't know. I ain't even that good at counting bars, but Ross came to win. No, I'll tell you that much. He came to compete, man. I think right now, if I had to call this, I gotta rank this diss record. If I rank this by Ross on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I give it like a 6.5. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit above average, and it could have had more potential. I feel like if he had a rap more. But I give it a 6.5, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a 7 too. I might get that a 7 with the Drake joint. You know what I'm saying? 6.5, 7, somewhere around there, man. If you made this far to the video, man, I want to say thank you for watching, man. I am James Forgato, man. Please subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. And as always, be God Level. The genius is in you. God Level Genius.